friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am just doing a process video of a scrapbook layout for fun. Usually it's for a design team or something, but this is for my this is for my travel album. There we go. I was going to say traveler's notebook, but that's not it. This is for my travel album from when we went to Amsterdam and Berlin. So that is what I am working on today. I am using this cut file. It is from Paige Evans from her Happy Scrappy group, I think it's called. You can just look it up on Facebook and you'll be able to find it pretty easily, I'm sure. So if you haven't seen the video where I show what products I'm using for this album, you can go check that out. But basically, I created a kit centered around the Crepe Paper All Heart collection. So that is what I am using today. And yeah, so there's the cut file, and I think it looks pretty fun. Also, I wanted to add, this is a part of a little series that I'm doing. And I asked a little while ago if there were some types of videos that you wanted to see, and I posted it on my Instagram in my stories. And so what I'm going to do is once a week I'm going to do kind of like a viewer's choice kind of thing, if you want to call it that. So Snail Mail Maddie requested a double photo layout, so that's exactly what I'm doing today. So thank you so much, Maddie, for suggesting that. So these are the two photos that I have. Like I said, they're from my trip to Amsterdam and Berlin, and yeah, so this was actually I believe it was our first full day in Berlin, and our first full day on our trip. And we were going to do a walking tour. And so this was kind of on our way, grabbing breakfast. And we got the most delicious, freshly made or freshly squeezed orange juice. Like literally, I watched him squeeze the oranges, and pastries. And my husband got some kind of hot drink. But it was just so lovely. So that's what these pictures are. And yeah, so I thought it was kind of perfect that I could just slip those photos into those more empty spots. And the word explore does get covered up a little bit, but I think you can still kind of tell what it says. Yeah, so I also just kind of wanted to say, like, if there are any particular types of videos you want me to do, be looking out on Instagram, on my Instagram stories, for when I put those question boxes out there. So I have enough for October, but I will be putting out some request boxes soon for November. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing it once a week, where it's, like I said, kind of like a viewer's choice kind of thing. So I have lots of happy mail suggestions, and you can be as specific as you want with it. So don't be afraid to do that, or you can be vague. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of up to you. Yeah, so feel free to suggest anything and be on the lookout for that. So now I do my little embellishments, and I love these little stars, and of course I just love all the little sprinkly bits that you can put on your layouts or whatever projects you're working on. These stickers are kind of clear, so they're a little bit harder to work with, but yeah, I make things work, I guess you could say. So what else do I have to say? Yeah, I didn't really do a lot of layers behind the photos just because I thought there was already a lot of pattern paper going on with the cut file. So I didn't do too much behind the photos just so it wasn't too crazy, but I'm going to do a little doodly border here. I'm not done yet. I just was kind of stuck, and I thought that was kind of my next idea, and then doing some little doodly stars to kind of bring that all together. And I am going to use some of this washi tape that I've used on my other pages. I think you would have seen the process videos for those already. So that really ties in the other pages with this one. Now I'm going to use some of this. I think it's like a gray um, mist. I don't know. What's the right word? Spray. There we go. Um, and I do smudge it a little bit, so you'll see how I cover it up. It was actually quite frustrating. I'll post a photo at the end so you can see what the end result was. But at this point, I was feeling like the cut file wasn't really standing out too much, and I kind of wish, now looking back on it, I kind of wish I would have put it up on foam of some kind. But that's okay. What I did was I outlined it with like a dotted line. Sorry about my head, but I outlined it with a dotted line, so it almost looks like it was stitched all around it. So just to help it pop a little bit more, and so that it didn't blend in too much with the background, because the paper I cut it on was white, so it was blending in a little bit. What else? I'm just kind of trying to figure out where to go from here with everything. It's different working with this like iridescent silvery accent rather than gold, which is usually what I'm working with. But it's fun to try something new, and yeah. So now I'm kind of trying to figure out how to cover up some of these spots that I smudged, and I'm also adding some of these little, I don't know, floral branches in, and they're really, really nice. I'm glad I bought 2 of these sticker packs, because I feel like I'm going to use up a lot of it, just because there's so many little accent pieces in this sticker pack. And in crate paper collections, there's not always a lot of smaller pieces. So these are great. And if there's any pieces that I feel like, because they're kind of transparent, I can always just put them on a white piece of paper and then fussy cut it out. It's always an option. So, ow, my cat just bit me. Yeah, so just finishing up here. So you'll see this close up now, which is pretty close to what it ends up being, but I do add a few more things. So I will put that picture. Oh, nope. I said goodbye. Okay, yeah. So this is what I did. I added some stamps and some other little embellishments. So I think it looks a lot better. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.